I'm on. Oh. The stream is live, but now I've been disconnected from the game. uh, can you send me an invite? We are live, I think. Yeah. Oh, for fuck's sake. It's not my fault. Oh. Yeah. I know, I'll have to sort it out. Worst part is, as well, all I've done all day is just stop to do this bloody league. I get to the bit where I have to just do streaming, and the laptop just gives up on me. Normal service will resume. I'm looking at the menus. Oh, how do I get back in the game? It's locked. There we go. You can invite me. Oh, he's left the party. Oh, you got some lovely. You got some lovely. I don't think you had to go on that mic, you know.
Hold on.
I think it still captures it. We are live, by the way, people. We're just having a few technical difficulties tonight. So as you can tell from the stream, it's not quite what you're used to in TTL, but we are live with 5 minutes to go of Q1. I had a whole intro lined up and everything, and you know it was going to look really posh. Zilla's mic is having an absolute field day down the other end.
Oh, is it still shit?
It's not ideal. It does sound like you got a hive of bees. You got a hive of bees in here. Oh well, this has gone really well. So far.
After Bidley.
Hello.
Still shit.
It's better. It's better. It seems fine now. Fingers crossed.
Fine or good or not good?
Yeah, it seems fine. It seems fine. So yeah, we're live. We are streaming. It's been a bit of a shambles, let's be honest. It hasn't been the best start to life tonight.
It's not been great.
But it's not been ideal. I'd say it's less than ideal, really. But yeah, we're live. This is Division 2, Round 1 of TTL Circuit of the Americas. Of course, we had Division 1 last night. I had a lovely intro lined up, like I said, and everything. Spent so much time on it. It's just not worked. It's just not gone very well. So we're back just to regular streaming like this. Happy days. You can see Jollo Master driving at the moment into the sunlight. 18th, like I said, we are nearly at the end of Q1, believe it or not. The top 4 all putting their times on the board and retiring early on. Good evening to my co-commentator. I think he's here just about. Revengezilla.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, he's here.
Yeah. Hello, everyone.
Nothing but professionalism.
Hello, everyone. Tell you what, if you're going to complain, you're all ungrateful. So,
yeah.
if I see any complaints in the chat, then you can just get fucked, because we're trying our best here.
Yeah, as Jollo Master comes round the final quarter, 135.7 from him. I feel really out of sync now. I feel like we need a reset.
Yeah, can we do a full lobby reset and just open it?
Yeah, can we just get to doing short quali or something? I have no idea what's happened.
Well, we've got...
Here we are.
How long we got left? Can these yellow flags clear so I can see how long's left?
I think it's about 3 minutes or something like that.
Alright, well our boy Viking Beast is in the drop zone, which is pretty catastrophic. So if he could pull his finger out, that'd be great. He is on a hot lap at the moment. He's set a banker time on 1:40.4, which is about 6 seconds off the pace. But he's 1.5 up after the first sector.
Yeah, it's what you want to see, really, from the Viking Beast, of course. Doing well at the moment. We've got a load of people in the chat. Why did Vikings set a lap on the Inters? Lapio Finn saying, I am down. Yeah, so... Hello, people.
Yeah, hello, everybody.
We're here. We've made it. And Viking Beast looks like he isn't going to make it at the minute, unless he puts in a decent time here on this flying run. Anyway, yeah, apologies again about the stream. It's not obviously what we've been used to in CTL, but it's live. That's the main thing. We're getting all this captured. Of course, this first round in Division 2, and Viking Beast is looking to get through to Q2 for the first time in Division 2. Comes across the line, and it looks to be a decent time.
What
it's
a
very
hero.
good time from Viking Beast. P2 34.7 for the Alpha Tauri. Then that will see him through, of course, into Q2.
You got to ask yourself, Bidley, what about the Tiger Gamer, cult legend from the social race in Div 2? Oh dear. He's reversing over the line to set a 1:39.9. Reversed over the line. Impressive.
Yeah, another driver who's racing tonight. I'm Not Good needs to put a time in at the moment, but it doesn't look like he's going to get a time on the board then. 50 seconds left to go of the session. Hasn't put a time in qualifying so far, and looks like he's not going to get the opportunity to either.
Oh dear. Well, Locker has just done his lap. He's done a 37.7, and that's not even enough to improve up from 17th. He's going to have one more chance to go round, but his battery is in the toilet. And it looks like he's backed out. He's got the Legend Tiger Gamer having a spin in front of him. So that's going to be them two out of qualifying. So it's all down to I'm Not Good.
Yeah, less than ideal then for...
Oh, I'm Not Good's gone off to the
Gamer.
shops.
I should probably bring the track back up, that'll help.
Oh, I'm looking at I'm Not Good to see if he's going to get up out the drop zone, but I've just realised he's setting on 1:55.9. Well then.
Rapid, but he has got... I think he did he make the line? I think he did.
He did make the line, yes, but he did have like a half spin out the final corner.
Yeah, it's less than ideal then. Less than ideal, but you know, why not?
He needs to beat a 36.8.
Like stream.
Oh, and he's binned it.
I'll be surprised if anyone can hear us, to be honest. I'll be shocked. I'm Not Good, yeah, backwards then through Sector 1, and he'll be out in Q1 then. Joining, it looks like at the moment, Tiger Gamer and RSF1 Locker, who's round as well and hitting the wall. And Tiger Gamer, yeah, he's on a 2-minute lap, so he's not going to improve.
Hello TJ, nice to see you in the chat, mate. Yeah, I'm sure you've noticed the capture card is not on. I believe it's fried.
Yeah, we've Bidley's been messing around with the settings, and
he's fried it.
Very well. Yeah.
Well then,
yeah.
P1 in Q1. Adrian, there's a shock. I mean, some would say he shouldn't be in this division, but there we are. Viking Beast, the surprise in P2. The 34.7, which would have rivaled some of our Division 1 drivers from yesterday. John Ruddy sitting there in P7. He's sitting on a nice cushy 35.4. It's very close, Biddle, between the sort of 6th to 13th mark. So it's going to be very interesting at who's going to stick a lap together and get through into Q3.
Yeah, there's a couple of packs at the moment, really, with the first 5 separated by 3/10, and then, as you said, 6th down to 13th, all separated by half a second or so as well. So, yeah, it's going to make Q2 very interesting, of course, but as you can see, we do know the 4 drivers we are losing then in Q1. They are Tiger Gamer, RSF1 Locker, I'm Not Good, and the Lapio Finn, which is a surprise. I think he had an issue before we came on stream, so not too sure what happened though. But unfortunately, he will not be taking part in any further sessions of qualifying then.
Yep, just waiting for I'm Not Good then to roll into the pits so we can get started with the next session. Once again, welcome to everyone in the chat. We apologise that the stream quality is not quite what we used to, but there's only one man to blame, and it's the same man that also does all the work, so don't give him too much stick.
Yes.
But yeah, just a tenth of a second then separating the top four at the end of Q1. So that bodes well for the rest of the qualifying, as we've already had a bit of a spoiler in the Discord that we will have a wet race. So this qualifying session is going to mean more than it normally would, with, from what I can imagine, the track conditions are going to make overtaking very difficult come the race. So it's all about who's got the minerals in this qualifying session.
Yeah, apologies if I seem a little bit quiet at the moment. I'm trying to get it to work for the race at least. I don't think I'm going to be able to get it to.
Oh, we believe in you.
Well, there you go. Yeah, so it looks like we're in for a decent Q2 and Q3 then, based off those times. Do you think it's a surprise to see Valente in the chat rinsing my toe tactics? Yeah, that's fantastic. I think it's a surprise to see Viking Beast so far up the timing screen there, considering his pace in the socials.
Absolutely not. I know this man has got some unbelievable pace in the locker, and it's was only a matter of time before he showed it on stream. Viking Beast for pole, as they say. The perfect front three, I think, on the grid is going to be a Viking Beast pole, John Ruddy P2, and then a naughty little Jollo Master P3. That'd make me very happy.
Yeah, that would be ideal, wouldn't it?
With Adrian 15th.
John Ruddy. Yeah.
Well then, Jimmy Dog is leading the pack. Just about scraped through into Q2. He was 15th in the first session and quite a way off, some 2 seconds off the front runners on the Delta. So we will see whether he can get to grips with the track conditions in Q2 and improve on that time, because he's going to need to if he wants to get through into Q3.
Yeah, definitely. And a lot of the drivers then coming out early on. We know then it's going to be a wet race. We've had that information from the Jimmy Dog himself, I think it was, who informs us of that very thankfully.
Shit on the Jimmy Dog for spoiling it.
Thanks, yeah. Thanks for the spoilers, Jimmy Dog. Really appreciate that one. But yeah, Jimmy Dog then is going to be the first driver to take us on a lap. I don't know how much you know COTA, Zilla, but you can talk him around the lap if you want. We won't move off him while he's
stitch me up big time. Who am I talking through? Jimmy Dog.
Jimmy Dog.
On board with them with my Alpha Tauri teammate then. Up towards turn one. You want to be as late as possible on the brakes, but because it's uphill, it's very easy to miss the apex as it is blind. And then a long sweeping flat out turn two, leading up into the S section, where it's about how much you can risk without invalidating your lap. And it's very easy to oversteer coming around that right hander as the tyre temperatures go through the roof then. Sector 1, purple, Jimmy Dog is the GOAT. Coming down then into Sector 2, which is just the last part of the S section, and then 2 hairpin corners, the first of which leading onto the back straight, where Jimmy Dog gets a lot of understeer at the apex, just getting on the power a little bit too early. But he is going to get his way down the final straight then. Or the back straight, I should say. He's getting up to 192 mile an hour, so that would suggest that he's running quite high downforce, which is common around here, given the nature of the first and last sector. But you can just see how much he is understeering in the low-speed corners. He's really a bit eager on the throttle, and it's causing him to run out wide on the exit and costing him crucial time. He's going to keep it flat out around here. Must be a full traction merchant because there's no chance you see me doing that as he runs wide and invalidates. So we're going to skip on to Yorkie, I think is the next one coming around. As he comes up to the penultimate corner then and into the final corner. Want to take a little bit of that inside curb to narrow off the corner, and it is going to give him a 35.4, which is quite a bit off the pace of what we saw in Q1. But just as we say that, Tornado sets the new benchmark then of a 34.1, which is very impressive for a first lap in Q2.
Yeah, definitely a great time from Tornado. They're much faster than those that have put a time on the board so far, but expect some other people to be joining him later on in this session then. And we've got Adrian out there, who is one of the drivers that we expect then to be challenging for pole position today. Lots of people saying he should perhaps be in another division, not going off what anyone else says. Of course, we make our own opinions about drivers in this in this league.
Unfortunately, by that statement, everyone has the same opinion. He should not be in this division, but unfortunately, tutoring takes priority.
Yeah, tutoring.
But hey ho,
physics or something like that.
what can you do? I don't know. Learning his times tables, I think.
Learning us tie his shoelaces, and as he comes around the final corner, gets the apex beautifully there, doesn't run wide on the exit, crosses the line. And indeed, then backing up that statement, Adrian taking the fastest time of the session so far by just under a 1/10 of a second then.
Yeah, he's just made a statement then to Tornado saying whatever you can do, I can do better by 0.5. And these two are really on the pace to begin with, and they are, you know, shortly followed by Nigel Piggle, who is half a second off the pace. But if I know Nigel, he always holds something in the locker for Q3. Viking Beast then once again in the 1 minute 34s, backing up that lap in Q1 was not a fluke. And he's setting consistently fast lap times, just a little bit off the pace of what he did in Q1. But it's just about getting a nice and fast but safe lap time in Q2 and saving as many fresh sets as you can for the shootout.
Yeah, definitely. And one of those drivers that has decided to save a set of tyres then is Mini, who's only just coming out for his first out lap then. 8.5 minutes to go in Q2 then. So he put a bit of pressure on himself here to get himself through to that final part of qualifying. Another driver who seems to be going around on the same set of tyres is Jimmy Dog then on 2 lap-old soft tyres then. And he's 7 seconds up on his time, but his time wasn't exactly a quick time, so he's got to find an awful lot through the final sector here to get anywhere near the top 10. He's got a bit of traffic ahead of him in a Haas that pulls nicely out the way then, and it's this triple right-hander that we saw caught so many drivers out yesterday, and I think he's run out of fuel.
Oh.
Nice.
Far from ideal.
Yeah. But Mini's now on a lap, so he's running out of sync with the rest of the drivers then. Most of the drivers in the pits at the moment. Jimmy Dog carried on round.
Oh, good God.
What is he doing? Jimmy Dog carrying on round then.
Jimmy Dog, I don't think you're going to improve on a 140-1.4 with no fuel, my friend.
You know, it might not be the quickest time in the world, but I don't think it's going to get anywhere near towards the front, no matter how quickly you go around with no fuel then. And here's Mini then on a lap at the moment. Then coming up to this long straight here, it's all about setup, of course, as we found out yesterday. Some drivers choosing then to run a little bit lower wings to get some speed down this straight. Now Mini, let's see what he can reach in terms of top speed then, just over 200 miles an hour, then up to turn 12 now. You've got to make sure you don't take too much of the curb there, but take enough to gain a bit of an advantage. And a 103.4 through sector 2 means it's definitely a competitive time here from Millie, somewhere about the 135 mark at the minute, low 135 depending on this final sector. Of course, he's keeping it true so far. Now he's got this triple right-hander. He has seen drivers struggle on. Takes a wider line than we've seen from others, and now he's got to avoid doing a Jimmy Dog here. Doesn't even bother touching the curb. He wants to play it safe then, coming round the final corner. Now there's definitely a little bit more time in this lap from Mini, but it is a low 1 minute 35 then. 1:35.1 puts him P5 for Alfa Romeo.
Yeah, very good lap time compared to what he was able to do in yesterday's race as he was filling in, and also based on what he did in Q1, so that's more like it from the Alfa Romeo reserve driver, and expect to see him in Q3 with a time like that, but we will wait and see what the 5 people in the drop zone have got to offer. One person who I didn't expect to see in the drop zone bid was CTX, but he is on a lap now and he's 2 temps up after sector 1.
Yeah, let's follow CTX's lap then. As you said, we expect him to get through to the final part of qualifying. We know he's got a bit of pace on his day then. He needs to find a little bit more than a couple of tenths at the moment, I imagine, to get through to Q3 then. And into that blinding sunlight again, which will hamper the driver slightly when finding their braking point, especially those with a driving line on, as it kind of washes out that line slightly, but no trouble for CTX this time then, as he comes through the sector 2 mark. Then I didn't see the delta, unfortunately. I don't. So not too sure if he's up on his time, but looked pretty clean through sector 2. Then the back end getting away from him through the right-handers, as Yorkie then improves to go P3 within a couple of tenths of Adrian's time. And now can CTX put in a time that's going to get him comfortably into the top 10. He can indeed. It's a 1:34.6 from CTX, and as predicted then, that should see him through to the final part of qualifying.
Yeah, with pace like that, that's the reason why we say that we expect him to be in Q3. That's a very, very solid lap then from CTX, as you'd like to think that'll be enough to make his way through. Another driver who I expect to see make a challenge for Q3 is Paulie, as he goes up to P6, just as I say that, with a 34.8. Pushing his good friend Ashy then down to P11, who is 3 temps up after sector 1 then, Biddle.
Yep, and Ashley does need to find some pace, and it looks like the cutoff is going to be that low 1 minute 35 mark, as Adrian then into the 1:33s. And yeah, pace like that is going to be hard to be challenged in Division 2. But yeah, putting some daylight between himself and the chasing pack at the moment there. But we're watching Ashy at the moment, currently P11, along with Belente, Gopher, Darth Grey Fox and Jimmy Dog in going out in Q2 at the moment though. But all those drivers ready to set a lap, apart from Gopher then leaving it late in the pit lane with about 3 minutes to go, I think it is. Yeah, 3.5 minutes or so to go of the session. And Ashley's keeping it clean and through the final sector, but it looks like the times are going to come through thick and fast then, and he might need to find a bit more time as he runs out of ERS, interestingly enough, through the final part of the lap then. So using all that deployment, crosses the line, and that might have slowed him down towards the end of the lap there. 1:35.2 from Ashy might struggle to get him through, depending on what those behind can do then. Jollo Master is also a 10th up at the moment through sector 2, as Tornado then takes the fastest time in Q2 away from Adrian by over a tenth as well. Good pace there from Tornado, and looks like it might be those two in with a shout of pole position then. Come Q3, we're still with Jollo Master though. He's just about to finish his lap. He needs a good time here to get himself out the bottom 5. Like Mini, avoids getting on that outside curb. No chances there for the Red Bull driver, and he comes up and over the line, and it is enough to get himself into the top 10. It's enough to get himself into the top 6 then, a 1:34.7 from him.
Yeah, it's a crisis though. John Ruddy has been pushed down to P11 with that time from Jollo Master, but whilst we saw the front two of Tornado and Adrian getting into the 1:33s, also, yeah, a quick shout out to both Yorkie and Nigel Piggle, as they got themselves down into the 34.2s. So, albeit they're not in the 33s, they are not far away from the front two.
With McJudder then backing off on his lap. Valente 2. Gophers coming over the line now, very slowly there at the final corner. He set a 6-minute lap according to the Delta. I don't know how true that is, but he is now on a flying lap. Darth Grey Fox then getting out the way of some cars in the first sector, and he looks to be going around on 2-lap old soft tyres. I think he'll struggle to get through on that. But what has the mighty Jimmy Dog got then? As he comes around, as Ashley then retires. Is that in the pit lane? I think it's in the pit lane, so choosing not to come around again. I think he might not have fueled up enough, and that 35.2 then might not be enough to get through to the final part of qualifying, as Jimmy Dog then invalidates on his lap. Darth Grey Fox going very slowly as well. Gophers invalidated his lap too, so I don't know if he'll get enough time to put another flying one in. And Valente then through sector 2 is slower at the moment by 600ths. He's going to need an almighty final sector to get himself through to Q3, but not a bad performance so far from Valente in P12, and Rud McJudder as well, not improving on his lap, but it will be Valente to cross the line first then. Oh, or not. Just as I say that.
Yeah. Yeah, the less said about that, the better, I think. Yeah, we can see ETNL Gopher has invalidated, Darth Grey Fox invalidated, and Jimmy Dog is half a second down on his time, even though his time is a 1:41.4, which is yeah, not ideal. So it is all up to the Ruddy Judds, who comes along to not improve. So I believe, unless Jimmy Dog can pull out an absolute miracle, we will have our top 10. The slowest time only been a 35.2 out of the top 10. So it's really impressive pace from the Division 2 guys. As we see.
We did think it was going to be around that kind of cut off, 35, over 35 to get through. And there's quite a big gap actually between Bally and Ashley then. Looks like no one's going to slot into, unfortunately, as you've said. But McJudder, Valente, Gopher, Darth Grey Fox all out, and Jimmy Dog as well will be joining them. But what kind of time can he put on the board then? He's made it through to Q2 anyway, and it's a 1:38.9 from the AlphaTauri driver. It's probably not his finest lap, but the pressure was definitely on for him. But he will start P15 then for the race.
Yeah, he has certainly not set the world alight with that lap time, but with a long wet race ahead of us, anything can happen, and it's just all about keeping it clean. And I'm sure Jimmy Dog can get involved into the potential points come the end of the race. So then, we have our top 10 drivers ready for the shootout for pole. So let's all get our predictions in the chat then. Who do we think is going to take the first pole position of the season? The two obvious favourites, Biddle, Tornado and Adrian, you know, is going to get majority of the votes, but, you know, can anyone else get up there and get involved?
You'd probably say no, off the pace that we've seen in Q1 and Q2, but there's potential, but you never know.
Right then, confirmation of the drivers eliminated then from Q2. Jimmy Dog, Darth Grey Fox, Gopher, Valente and Jonathan Ruddy.
Yep. Happy days. It's not going to work.
It's not working, no.
No, I'm giving up. I'm giving up.
There's always next week.
Yeah. Yeah, so there's your top 10, as you've said. Great stuff. Made a big error there. I can't even see the screen now.
How big's the error?
I can't see the screen. It's going fantastically, everyone. Don't worry about that.
You cannot get the staff.
Guys.
Good lord.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Right then,
Oh, right, we're back. We're back. We're back.
we're back.
We're here.
I didn't want to say anything until Bidley's back because I'm sure you guys don't
We're-
want to listen to my voice with a black screen.
Well, the stream didn't cut off. I just couldn't see what was going on. Now I can. So there we go. As everyone then coming on for their outlaps, looks like to be a dry Q3. Bally, Viking Beast, and Jolly Master then staying in the pits. It would seem. Not choosing to come out for a lap.
It would seem.
Jolly Master's going to be the last one then out of the pits then. And plenty of predictions in the chat. We got Nigel Piggle saying not Nigel Piggle. Adrian saying Tiger Gamer. That'll go well. Tiger Gamer can manage that.
If he gets pole position, then I'll happily do a shoey. And I'll drink piss out of a shoe.
Piss out for shoot.
And then Nigel Piggle, not messing about on this outlap. I'm sure his tyres will be nice and cooked after that one. He's coming on to start his lap. Down then, out of turn number 1, down the hill, round turn 2, long right-hander into the first sector. Very careful, I think, not wanting to throw the car in too aggressively on this first run, and that's invalidated. So, just on the Piggle. Mini then next up on track, and it looks like the rear has wanted to step round then out of turn number 6. But he manages to keep the throttle pinned. Not sure if Bidley's dead or whether he's alive.
No, I'm alive. Just about. I'm holding on. For tier 5. It's probably not watching Nigel Piggle's invalidated lap then. Who else have we got at the minute? Mini. Just about to come around and complete his lap then. Coming around the final sector.
I'm just sewing them out tonight.
This is going really well. This is going fantastic. This is.
Little bit off topic. I know we are in Q3, but I'm currently looking at moving house, everybody, and there is a property on Rightmove with 131 photos. Bearing in mind, it is a 2-bed. So I don't know how you can get 131 photos. But as we say that, we'll get a slightly more on topic, as we've just seen Adrian do a 33.6, which is outrageous. Yorkie also into the 1 minute 33s then. We talked about in the last qualifying session whether we thought Yorkie was going to be able to challenge the front two. And he's managed to stretch into the 1 minute 33s, but it's still 3 tenths off pole position. It looks like both Tornado and Piggle invalidated their first lap, so they're going again.
Yeah, and Adrian those lap. It's going to be hard to beat a 33.6.
Looks like Piggle's had a spin. And yeah, Piggle's first run then, it's been a nightmare. Viking Beast and Ashy separated by just 7 thousandths of a second then. And both CTX and Bally also within half a tenth. So it's very close throughout the field, and it looks like initially Adrian has the upper hand, as Tornado's tyres will be past their best.
Yeah, definitely. And they'll probably have to come back in and put another set of tyres on to go round again, I would imagine.
Absolutely. And we'll wait for the yellow flags to go away before we can see how long is left of the session. It looks like Tornado is going to go and try again then. He's got the fuel for it. He's not got the ERS for it though. So I don't really know what he's doing.
I think he's invalidated off the final corner as well. Which is less than ideal, I guess.
Yeah. So it's... yeah. It's going to put the pressure on for these two then. Advantage to Adrian and Yorkie. I believe we have a spin out the final corner from Jollo Master, who actually just missed the pit lane.
Yeah, so not great for the Jollo Master at all. 35-0. Mini you'd expect to improve from there as well. Less than ideal from Tornado. I think he's just cruising around at the minute. I can't see how long's left. The time is currently hidden.
Yeah, we've got yellow flags in Sector 2 for some reason.
I think it's for Tornado's car, which I don't know what's happened to it. Has he run out of fuel?
I think he must do for it to be a constant yellow flag.
Oh, your mic has got terrible now, by the way.
I want to die, honestly. Like, let's cancel the race.
It's all over. Oh dear. Oh dear. Tornado's made it to the pit lane though,
Right.
which is better news.
Is it mud?
It is for me in the party, but I don't know if everyone else is alright.
Let's turn the stream on and have a... Oh, I think it sounds alright. Maybe.
Maybe it's just in my ears.
If anyone can let me know in the chat, does it sound like I'm in a beehive?
I can't hear myself think.
Oh no!
Oh,
I've turned the stream up. It sounds awful.
This is fantastic. This is top quality content here. Yeah. Oh. We are in Q3. Oh dear. Nigel Piggle's not done a lap yet, but he's about to do one.
Now, what are we saying?
I think it's better.
Right, I'm just not going to touch the controller. Or the headset.
Oh,
Oh no. Oh no. What if I give it a quick wiggle?
Yeah, I'm sure that'll help.
Has it helped?
No.
Ah.
Oh dear. Alright, Nigel Piggleton coming around the final sector. Looks like it's on a decent lap at the moment. I'll wait for to see if Revengela can get back to us with some form of audio. This has been one disaster after another tonight. It's been great. Other people coming around the final sector and crosses the line then, and it is a 1:34.2. Not a bad time to go P3 then.
Oh, what are we saying then? Mud or not mud?
Better
Better?
at the minute.
Yeah?
Yeah, not bad at the minute.
Right then. Right, I've given it a quick wiggle.
Yeah.
Right, any of you lot, I'm not good. I saw you in the chat slating the little wiggle. Yeah. Worked wonders there. Anyway, we'll get back onto
He
the...
loves the little wiggle.
We'll get back onto the track. We'll get back on the track.
Oh,
I've given that a
blimey.
massive bastard wiggle. Anyway, Tornado's on his lap then. It's just him not to set a time, and it looks like he's going to be the only one that's going to challenge Adrian then for pole position. Nigel Pigoloni managing a 34.2, which is the same as his Q2 time, but the big shock is Jollo Master, who's managed to stick in a 34.3, and that means that it's just a tenth of a second between 5th and 7th, but Ashy then going across the line. He's only missed out on 3rd place by 0.8 of a second, and now it's all down to Tornado.
He's not. Is he Scottish?
I don't know, every time Brookie says him, it's Tornado. There we go. Into the last corner then, very much on the limit, on the penultimate corner of the track limits. Comes across the line, and he does it. Adrian in the mud. Tornado with a 33.5 without a banker lap. He does not need a banker. And would you look at that? It's a shock. The top 4 are the 4 people that said they couldn't race Mondays.
Yeah, Ashley's done well.
Yeah, big up to Ashy for getting involved. You want to go Mondays, lad? I'll tell you what, 1.1 seconds separating the top 10, considering 4 of them aren't supposed to be in this tier, is well done to everyone. And it looks really, really close then throughout the field, other than the 2 frauds at the front.
Well, we'll try and do the race a bit better than that. Ollie there. Oh dear.
Yeah. Diamond in the chat calling them frauds. Yeah, because Diamond is a true man. He got offered Div 1. He took it. He said, yes, I'm going to go score points in Div 1. I'm not going to be a sandbagging fraud. Whereas the other guys could knack it. Anyway then.
Yeah.
Adrian having a little bit of a sulk then on his in-lap. Just given those soft tyres that didn't get him the lap time he needed. A bit of a beating.
Well, when you said he was in the mud, he was in the middle of a gravel trap. So
I didn't even know either. Just
he's gonna set a fine example here.
yeah, driver chief.
Into the pits he comes in, and that's that. That's it. We're there. We got through qualifying just about.
Good lord.
In the end. Just about.
Right then, now we've got the qualifying order. Let's get the predictions in for the race winner and the podium sits today then. Nigel, you're 7 tenths off pole, yes, but I can still call you a fraud because you're still quicker than 50% of Division 1. Anyway, so
Yep, there's the top 10. You do it, you do it.
I don't want to do it.
That's what I'm fucking saying, you gotta do it.
Alright, okay, Bawley in P10, CTX 9th, Mini at 8, Viking Beast 7th, Jolly Master 6th, Ashley 5th, Nigel Pickle 4th, Yorkie 3rd, Adrian 2nd, and Tornado on pole position today. He should have a relatively good start. I know he uses a lot less traction than people with the likes of Lewis Yorkie, so expect to see him to get a good start in the wet and hopefully avoid what I can only imagine is going to be an absolute bomb site at turn 1.
Yeah, that's unless he knocks it onto full though. Which he probably could do. Big chance.
Okay, so what are we
saying?
saying? Is this looking like heavy rain to you? I've clicked on the race director. What's it going to say?
I reckon Inters, probably.
Yeah, I've clicked on the race director and the game's put them all on Inters.
In the meantime, though, I am going to get a drink.
I was going to say the same thing, but I will stay and entertain the stream. Oh, someone's readied up, so let's hope Bidley comes back within the next 2 to 3 working days, otherwise we're in trouble. Diamond is saying Yorkie for the win. Jimmy Dog says he's 4 seconds off Tornado with the same setup. I believe then, my friend, that might be a skill issue. I'm not good, saying honestly happy I'm starting last. Well, yeah, let's have a look and see where you are come the end of lap 1. So then, everyone, I believe, on the intermediate tyres. And it's going to be a very sketchy race start with a already difficult turn 1 anyway. But we'll run you through the grid then. Somehow, the Lapio Finn starts last. Not really sure how that's happened. But he's last. And he's in the Ferrari. Awful qualifying then for the McLaren boys. They line up 18th and 16th with Tiger Gamer, the faster of the two. RSF1 Locker is in the McLaren sandwich in P17. Jimmy Dog, the first of the Alpha Tauris, then in 15th, just scraping his way into Q2, but struggling to push on any further from there. Darth Grey, Fox and Gopher are on your 7th row of the grid then in 13th and 14th. Valente and John Ruddy round out the bottom half of the grid, as I believe we've had some contact between Darth Grey Fox and Jimmy Dog, and they're both disqualified, which is not a great start to the race. Borley then, the first of your drivers in the top 10 and provisionally in the points. He is joined on the 5th row by CTX in the Aston Martin. And then into the top 8, and we've got Mini and Viking Beast, the second of the Alpha Tauris. Jollo Master in P6 in the first of the Red Bulls. And then into the top 5 now. Ashi in the one-off Ferrari livery. Looking very nice indeed in this wet weather. Nigel Piggle in P4. He's going to be looking to get a good start and jump the likes of Yorkie and Adrian. Yorkie then in P3. Yeah, we've only got the 4 people disqualified. And then on the front row of the grid, and setting a very, very fast formation lap indeed, is Tornado and Adrian. And look to see a race-long battle between the pair as they look to start off the season with a victory.
Oh, God. Who readied up?
Wonka. I don't have the answers to that.
We've got a grass.
Yeah, who's grassed it? Adrian should know because he was the host.
Not that he probably knows, knowing him.
He put a reminder, do not ready up before the host. As someone readies up before the host.
Sounds like him to do something like this.
Nice.
Oh dear.
Anyway then, I'll hand you over, Biddle, and you can take us through the start of the race.
Yeah, so we should be back on COTA now, as Lapio Finn brings up the rear of the field then. I don't know if we're going to get a glitch. But here we go, 5 red lights then, and Tornado is going to lead us away. And we don't get the glitch this time, but he gets away well in the wet conditions over Adrian, looking to go up the inside into turn 1 then. And Yorkie as well, looking to throw around the outside as well. Jollo Master gets a great start up to P3.
Oh, Adrian's been pushed wide.
Yep, and we expect to see, we know what Adrian's like in the wet weather. There's a Ferrari around his Ashy, I think he's in the wall. Is he out? No.
He's not out, but Mini is. Oh, it's absolute carnage up ahead. The virtual safety car is out. Actually, I mean, considering we've had one retirement, it's very unfortunate for Mini, but considering only one retirement on a really soaking wet track at COTA is quite impressive and very well driven by the majority of the grid. And what a start from Jolomeister. He's up in P2. Tornado initially got the worst start out of the pair of the front runners, but he managed to lunge one up the inside of Adrian and still managed to hit the apex. And it's resulted in him holding the lead. And Adrian's ended up down in P8, and I'm not sure if he's got damage or not, Biddle.
My virtual safety car, of course, out. He doesn't look like he's got any damage anyway, so he'll try and carry on for now, at least, until we perhaps get a full safety car later on. But what a shame for Mini. He raced yesterday as well. He was out, I think, the end of lap 2 or 1. Then, and he's not made it a lap this time either, so big shame for him and for Alfa Romeo.
Yeah, so we'll see who gets the better restart then. Jollo Master is right onto the back of Tornado as we go green. And it looks like straight away Balente's had a look on the inside of Gopher. He gets the places up then into P10. He's got a bit of a gap in front of him to bridge up to the likes of Borley and Adrian as Tornado leads us away.
Yeah, Tornado getting a good restart then on the virtual safety car. Jollo Master following closer though, and he's a bit of a wet weapon, the Jollo Master. Had a great start here, and oh, thanks for that tyre graphic. I don't know why we're seeing that now, but yeah, if it stays wet the whole race, I'll only have to pit once for intermediates. As Yorkie then gets a move done, and Jollo Master's round.
Oh no. Tell you what though, what a start it was from Jimmy Dog. He's up in P7. Tiger Gamer's having a look around the outside of Jollo Master. He's going to have a look up the inside. Then he's had to cut the corner to avoid the contact, and Locker's going to have a look at the pair of them. There's contact. Locker's had to let off the throttle. Tiger Gamer's given him another little nudge on the inside of the corner, and he's just going to turn across Locker. That's naughty. Let's can't run. Let's can't run.
Cool hero, Tiger Gamer.
Tiger Gamer, what a boy. Oh, good lord.
He's made up 5 places off the start.
Oh. he's on the edge of the points. Oh, good god.
What a start by Tiger. Like back to professionalism now, of course. What a shame for Jollo Master. Got as high as P2, down in P10 now. Viking Beast has done well to make up 3 places, while John Ruddy up 6 in the points in P5 then.
Yeah, Yorkie. Honestly, he's done me. He's done me, and I've just seen Tiger Gamers on the back of Jollo Master now, and I'm nervous to see what happens. But in the meantime, Jimmy Dog defending them from Borley. Borley's going to be just a little bit later on the brakes than the AlphaTauri. We'll see then how close he's going to get through the first sector. But up the road, John Ruddy and Viking Beast, 2 of my favourite drivers in the T, are going at it for P4. And it looks like John Ruddy's just struggling a little bit with the grip, and these two struggling is allowing Adrian to close the gap. And Adrian, having not used any of his batteries, probably going to look to... Moving on then, John Ruddy.
When people ask why is Adrian in Division 2, there's your answer.
Oh, that was perfect. Anyway.
There's another... Ash is retired as well.
Oh, the full safety car is out.
Safety car is out.
Safety
Wow,
car, safety car.
Go. There we go. Oh. On an unrelated note, I've had a message from Tier 1 driver Brookie Min, who says, "Do you want to see a chain I've just brought?" Go on then. Yes.
Alright, yeah, go on then, lad.
Go on then. Oh dear. Yeah, safety car out. So now we're going to have to talk again about your right move house with 100 and...
Anyway, yes, it's got 131 pictures in it, so it's like of a two-bed. Like there's only there's only six rooms in the house, and they've managed to, like, there's no front garden, there's a back garden, there's no front garden. So how are they getting 130 photos? I mean, I feel like I live there. I've seen that much of it.
I feel like if we get everything working next week, we got to bring up a slideshow, and the slideshow would just be 130 pictures.
Yeah, if you guys want to see 131 pictures of this gaff, you let me know. Anyway, yep, Shadow's saying in the chat, he's done it again, he's done it again. I assume it's referring to me cursing people, because that was one of the worst curses I've ever seen. Poor old Adrian there, starting off the season as he means to go on. And what it does mean is that Tiger Bastard Gamer is up in P9. He will munch anyone in his path.
I do love a bit of Tiger Gamer.
Good God, as appalling as the driving
and
standards
he's
are.
on for points.
Oh my lord, he's nearly just punted Jollo Master under the safety car.
This is going to be top entertainment.
Yeah,
back to the professional part of the stream then. So we've got Tornado, Yorkie, Nigel Biggle, Viking Beast and Bud McJudd at the top 5. Bud McJudd is having a great race so far. Bally P6, Valente also having a good one as well. Jolly Masters we said up to P2 but down to P8 now after his little spin earlier. Tiger Gamer, it's just Tiger Gamer. RSF1 Locker P10 as well, rounding off the points then. And I've not seen the start I would expect to see from Lapio Finn. He had some pace in some of the social races last week, but yeah, not making the starts he might have expected to make.
Yeah, well, I'm interested to see if it's a late call for the safety car to come in as the drivers at the back are slowly catching the cube. I think we're going to be going around for one more. So, yeah, we've only got the 2 penalties so far in this race, and I believe they are both corner-cutting penalties, so can't be served in the pit lane. So I don't expect to see any more pit stops at all.
Well, Lapio Finn's actually got a 5-second for something.
Oh, so I'd be interested to see if surely he would box.
No.
But he's not.
No. Yeah, he carries on. Not sure why, but there you go.
Well, if anyone knows strategy, it's Ferrari.
I thought he was going to say it's Lapio Finn then. I was like, does he? I have no idea.
No, I know Tiger Game is a bit of a strategic boy.
Yep. So this safety car, of course, gives the drivers a few extra laps on these tyres as well. Don't know if it's going to be wet all the way through yet, of course. But if it is, we would expect just one more stop for another set of intermediates.
Is it just me, or does every driver have the fuel light on?
Nope. every single driver has red fuel.
Decent.
So they're all running around with nothing in there. I don't know what's powering the cars.
Formula E. They race Formula E in the wet.
I'd assume.
Does anyone know in the chat? Has anyone ever watched Formula E? And two, if you have you ever seen a wet race?
No. I've never seen Formula E. Who's watched that?
Shadow says, Zilla, if Tiger Gamer gets points, you got to do a shoey. Fuck it, yeah, I'll agree to that. Depends what it's a shoey of, though. And we'll
Tiger Gamer.
We'll premiere it.
He's French, isn't he? Tiger Gamer.
He is French. I'll do a nice little
Melted
Merlot.
Camembert.
A nice little Merlot. A Sauvignon.
Nice
a Sauvignon Blanc. Right then, safety cars in this lap. Tornado is backing up the pack.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if Yorkie can capitalise here. As we know, as you've already mentioned, perhaps running some slight bit more of extra traction compared to Tornado at least. So maybe we'll give him purge off the final corner, or we're about to find out. Viking Beast has done something.
Tiger Game has just overtaken under the safety car. Nice. Anyway,
love to see it. Oh no, we've lost the man. Just as he was about to go into the restart.
I muted myself on accident, pressed the wrong button. Anyway, Nigel did make a lunge on Yorkie, and I think Yorkie had every right to turn into the corner, and Nigel Piggle was a little bit too ambitious on the brakes, but he makes the move stick, whether it's aggressive or not, and he is going to set his sights then and try and hunt down Tornado in the lead. In the meantime, it was a fairly steady restart from everyone else, but unfortunately Tiger Gamer is up to P8, but he does have a penalty, which is music to my ears, as he loses the back end and at the first sector, and he's really struggling to get to grips with the car. As he makes a lunge on Valente, then he completely misses the corner. Oh my god. Hello Ali, I see you in the chat, mate. Don't worry, we're not ignoring you.
He's going again.
Oh, he's going to have another look. Valente scared for his life.
What?
Oh, then, that was a bit nicer. He's learnt his lesson. What a move, Tiger Gamer. Oh, driver of the day, give it to that man. He's keeping up then with Borley and Viking Beast in front, and he's going to look to put the Mercedes driver under a little bit of pressure. He's up to P7, and it looks like I'm going to be drinking a Merlot out of a boot.
Yeah, it's just a shame he's got that penalty at the minute.
But the penalty doesn't he? Well, he's going to get close to not even drop him out the points. Locker then having a look on the back of Jollo Master. Jollo Master really struggling on this safety car restart. He's lost a position, and he's also just picked up a corner cutting warning, which has resulted in a penalty. But he gets a lot better exit off that final corner than Locker, and Locker is not able to get close enough. So we're going to go back on board then with Tiger Gamer into the...
Oh, please, no.
Oh, he's...
It's less. Say less. Through the S's then Tiger Gamer. He's doing well at the moment.
It ain't good when you've got the head steward in the chat saying this can't run.
This is Tiger Gamer. It's P7 here. He's falling off the back of books. I can't.
You know what's funny? We got head steward in the chat saying this can't run, followed by a Nightbot message of if you're interested in joining. Oh, good God.
I think it's actually called Moobot.
Oh, big up the Moobot. Oh no, this is Nightbot. I don't know. Is it Moobot?
Oh, I don't know.
Anyway, then we got I'm Not Good making a move down into the hairpin on Jimmy Dog. Jimmy Dog's gonna let the brake off and straight up the inside of I'm Not Good. I'm Not Good's tried for the switchback, but he's not able to get the traction. And up front, Tornado did have a 1.5 second lead, and it's down at 4/10. Biddle, do you think Tornado's just struggling a little bit to get the tyres back up the temperature?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Anyway, moving
sorry,
on. Some class insight there. Thanks, Ted.
I just want to watch.
Moving on.
I just want to watch. I just want to spectate Tiger Game at all rates.
All right, okay, we can do that. Right, we'll assume that
Oh no,
Valente...
Nigel Piggle's making a move for the lead.
Oh, is
Piggle's
he?
trying to make a move for the lead.
Oh, he is.
Oh,
Nigel Piggle,
right,
then.
okay, focus. Focus. Okay. Nigel Piggle, yeah, trying to make a move for the lead here on Tornado through the SSN. Both drivers doing well at the moment. Tornado struggling slightly with those tyres. Whether his setup was a bit more towards the dry conditions, but Nigel Piggle struggling with traction, as you can hear there, then on the throttle, the car trying to get away from him. We've got an from Frangzilla. What's going on?
Jimmy Dog's put the slicks on. Anyway, moving forward, we've got... yeah, it looks like Nigel Piggle is just getting a little bit more grip through the S section than Tornado, and he's really making it, close the gap in that section. But it looks like on corner exit is where Tornado is faster, and Nigel Piggle is just biding his time. Then he's going to pick the right spot to make this move stick. And without the DRS activation, this move is going to be very difficult indeed. And it looks like Lewis Yorkie behind it is just going to sit and wait to see how this unfolds, just to see if he can pick up the pieces when this inevitably all goes wrong.
Yeah, I mean, Nigel Piggle has got much less battery, should be said as well, than Tornado at the moment, so he's obviously using that to get close to the Williams ahead of him. This is a big opportunity now for these drivers. With Adrian crashing out early on, it's a good chance to steal a march on the championship. And Nigel Piggle once again using a lot of that battery to try and get to the back of Tornado. Of course, no DRS active for the first 2 laps after the safety car, which we've not had a safety car in the last 2 laps, but it is wet. That's what I meant to say. It's wet at the moment. Tiger Game has got Valente on the back.
Flagship comms. Anyway.
Flagship.
Right then, so less than a second gap between the front 3.
Sod off, Piggle.
Sod off. Piggle.
Oh.
Anyway, Valente has closed the gap on Tiger Gamer, which means we're going to have to see what Tiger Gamer has got in terms of defence. The Alfa Romeo driver is reeling him in at a dangerous rate, and that can only mean that Tiger Gamer is going to get forced into some defensive manoeuvres. We've seen Ali Ferrari in the chat is already made up a song for Tiger Gamer. So we'll be singing that alongside my shoey. But Valente, if you want a place in this league to continue across this season, I'm gonna need you to stick a move on Tiger Gamer and maybe shove him off track or something like that. Anyway, moving forward.
For Tiger Gamer. Let's go back up towards the front of the pack then. Nigel Piggle's dropped off slightly off the back of Tornado at the moment, but it does look like the rain stopped and the track is drying. How's Jimmy Dog getting on those slicks? He's 44 seconds off the back of Gopher now.
He's not setting the world alight, but who is setting his tyres alight is I'm Not Good. He's had a spin at the long right-hander, and that's cost him quite a few positions, and it means that RSF1 Locker then is up into the points.
Yeah, he'll take that at the moment, of course, carrying that 3-second time penalty there, but a long way to go in this race. Lap 10 of 28 then. And yeah, like I said, the rain stops. So how far do you think, and how many more laps do you think we'll need before some drivers start to think about slicks that aren't Jimmy Dog?
It depends on who gambles first, really. If someone takes the gamble, it's going to really spring the other drivers into copying that strategy call with the fear of missing that crossover point. But albeit, as you said, it has stopped raining, but it is still incredibly damp out there. And Valente is Jimmy Dog struggling, is he?
I was going to say it's now 52 seconds off Gopher, so we've lost 8 seconds in about half a lap.
Oh dear.
So yeah, he'll be lapped in a minute by Tornado and Nigel Pickle. Tornado, who looks like that he's got the measure of the Haas behind him now. But both Alpines not doing too badly at the moment. Both in the points. Both Williams both in the points as well. First and fourth. So all good for the constructors at the moment. And saying that, I think one of the Alpines has just got past the Jollo Master there in P10.
Yeah, Jollo Master really been struggling on this restart, and he's now under pressure from CTX, who's going to potentially look to put him offline then into the penultimate corner, and he's going to try and squeeze one up the inside. It's going to be opportunistic if he goes for it. Oh, and it's great racing from the pair, and it's going to be a case of who gets on the power early, but CTX just had to let off to avoid the collision, and it's cost him a chance at making up the position as the Lapio Finn then setting the fastest lap of the race, and he is still on the old intermediate tyres. Looks like he's just
love to see that. Love to see that, the Lapio Finn.
Yeah, just got his arse into gear randomly on lap 11. But CTX then
is struggling now.
Oh, CTX really pushing Jollo Master around the track, and he's going to squeeze it up the inside then into the middle sector, and that's an amazing move from CTX. He's made the most of a struggling Jollo Master, and he's got himself up then into the points, and he's got to chase down Locker for P9.
Give and go CTX straight up the inside there. Lovely little switchback on the Jollo Master now down to P11 and out of the points there.
Have you checked the delta to Jimmy Dog?
No. Oh, there. Oh dear.
Yeah, I don't think it's quite dry.
Yeah. And now he's a minute off the back of Gopher. Over a minute, actually.
Tell you what, we need to get a big shout out to Ruddy Judds.
Yeah, Ruddy Judds running P4.
Yeah, look at the gap.
He's in the podium here.
He's in the shout, mate. He gets his strategy right. And this could
John Ruddy.
This could spell glory for John Ruddy.
John Ruddy. Does he play football still, John Ruddy? I don't know if he's
there's no chance he's still playing. As Tornado then sets the fastest lap of the race. There's a 1:49.0. And these times are starting to come down now as the track is drying up. Tiger Gamer is struggling, and Balente is starting to close that gap again. As we have a yellow flag, I'm Not Good has gone for another spin. Yeah, it looks like one McLaren driver's got the talent and the other hasn't.
Well, that's another 3 seconds. That's 9 for him now. Bawley getting his second 3-second time penalty as Balente struggling then on the intermediate tyres now, and this is the closest fight really on field at the minute. I'm Not Good retiring. I'm assuming in the pits, even though he's.
I would assume in the pits, but his car's disappeared off the face of the earth. And there's no yellow flag, so it's not going to affect this race. Jimmy Dog is currently getting lapped by everyone. I hope he doesn't get in the way.
Yeah, he's not made the best call here, has he?
Oh, he's not going to get in the way of Ruddy Judds, is he? Oh yeah, he's sliding off the face of the earth.
Lapped on lap 12 for the Jimmy Dog, the TCL legend that is, of course. Unfortunate for him, the strategy call just wasn't on, but Tornado's really struggling to put the traction down on those intermediate sides. But there's no dry line at the minute, that's the problem. There's no dry line at all.
A track that's very easy to understeer and go offline. You know, you really need to ensure that the track is definitely dry enough, and it looks like none of the top four are yet to decide to come in. But Balente is the closest he's been to Tiger Gamer in a long time. Bidley, and it looks like if Tiger Gamer gets a little bit held up by the hard runner of Jimmy Dog, it's going to result in a potential move. It looks like Balente's not going to be close enough.
I think Balente needs some DRS here to help himself past Tiger Gamer. He's struggling at the moment. And yeah, always Tiger Gamer with a big snap though. This might just give the window of opportunity to Balente, but it looks like
he's all over
now
the
he's
road.
going wide again. What is going on here? Tiger Gamer's lost all form of traction.
Oh,
And he's
Piggle's got
being
a
followed
penalty.
closely now. That could be that penalty for Piggle could of course be very serious at the end of the race. As Jimmy Dog gets from bad to worse for him.
He's 1 minute. Oh, as Valente gets a big snap on the exit then. And it looks like further back, even though he has just got another penalty, Borley is onto the back of Viking Beast. Seems like
the beast.
The Beast is. It looks like these drivers are finding it very difficult to make overtakes done without the DRS.
Yeah,
Jimmy Dog's gone for another spin. I think it might be about time to call it a day, lad. I'll be honest.
Yeah, we want to see him finish the race now. I want to see him get to the end. I don't want him to finish early. Nice to see him carrying on anyway. Borley then on the back of Viking Beast here. At the moment, this is for P5, of course. And yeah, just to touch upon that overtaking, as you said, I think drivers just able to defend with the DRS levels at the minute. Jimmy Dog around again, causing another drive around as well.
It's Locker.
F1 Locker. Oh dear. In the mud.
Tiger Gamer is really looking like he's on for points.
This is concerning. Does a great job at the minute. Halfway through this race now, of course. How much longer can these drivers go on these intermediates? Because they're not going to want to pit for new inters, are they, Zilla? And well,
it's a case of maybe
off for the drives?
Yeah, it's a case of maybe these drivers might need to put another set of intermediates on if it goes much longer. Jimmy Dog, what are you doing, my friend?
He's trying to get the car pointing the right way. Those hards have just given up on him, really, haven't they? He's about to be lapped again, I think, for a second time by
Jimmy Dog. I'll be honest, mate. I think it's about time you've come in the pits and retire, because it's going to get to a point where you're going to interfere with the leaders.
Big shame for the dog.
The leaders are coming round. The leaders are coming.
Okay.
Oh, my heart's in my mouth. The leaders are coming round. What is this pleb doing?
Is Tornado going to be impacted here by...
Please stay on the side of the road. Please, for the love of God, stay still.
He's become a lawnmower. He's become a lawnmower.
Honestly, get him and Tiger Gamer in a 1v1.
10-second penalty for exceeding track limits.
The stewards are going to have to let that one stay, I think.
Well, he did exceed the track limits. Oh, he's got...
Oh
he's
my
got
Lord. I hope he doesn't get disqualified, because I think safety cars potentially come out. As Yorkie does the fastest lap of the race, and it's nearly 2 seconds far. Oh my God, he's got another one. What is it? Oh my Lord. Oh no. No. Oh, who's coming up next? It's Gopher. Gopher, watch out, lad.
Admin. Oh, he gets nicely out of the way, to be fair.
Does he come into the bot? He's
out of the way. Hey. Oh, no.
Don't
come in, like, carry on. Put a set of the inters on.
Oh, no, Bidley. Valente's made a move on Tiger Gamer. They're side by side. Tiger Gamer's gone over the grass like a lawnmower. Oh, my God. And Valente finally gets the move done. It looks like it was a mistake round turn 2 for Tiger Gamer. And Valente has decided enough is enough. And he's made the move stick, and Jimmy Dog's come out on softs.
That's been an overtake, like, oh, he's got another 3 seconds.
Yes.
No. Come on, Tiger Gamer. Oh, dear. That is not good for him trying to get a points finish on a Merlot down the throat of the man next to me at the moment.
Oh, CTX is going to have a look as well then. Oh, Tiger Gamer. Oh, my God. This can't run. I'm sorry, this can't run. Oh, he's going over the sausage curb. Oh my God, and he cuts across him on the entrance to the right-hander as well. CTX is going to have to be really careful. This guy is volatile. Oh my Lord, as he has another go on the sausage curbs, and he cuts across again. As Yorkie is in the box. Is it for the slicks? Oh no. This is not going to end well. CTX are going to do him on the switchback though. Oh my God, he's just turning into him. Yorkie's into the box onto Slick Spiddle. Oh, Tiger Gamer's going to do him on the exit. They're making contact again. Yorkie's up in front. Oh my lord, what are these two
side
doing?
by side. Surely they're going to get straight past the Alpine ahead of them, but well, are they going to do it safely? Oh,
it looks like Yorkie's gone too early. Oh my!
Why did he do that? He was up in P3. Why would he come in early? I don't
oh
understand.
my lord! What is? Oh my god! Tiger Gamer's in.
Oh,
the double overtake! The double overtake for Tiger Gamer. And Jolly Master's getting involved as well now. Oh, Jolly Master's hit the back of CTX and both had a little half spin. And Tiger Gamer sails off into the distance.
Go on, the lad. Great double overtake there.
And he nearly loses it on the exit.
How quickly can Yorkie get those mediums to work now is the question, of course.
And the Lapio Finn's getting involved as well now, Bidley.
Yeah, I love that from the Lapio Finn. I knew he was capable of points today and cruising up to the back of them now then, but Yorkie seems like he might have got those mediums to start working then.
I'm not too sure. CTX is straight off the back of him.
Yeah, but his Tiger Gamer's not dropped him, so as Nigel Pickle into the pits as well then from the lead now. As he got ahead of Tornado, who goes around again. And what's it going to be for Nigel Pickle? Let's watch this pit stop then. How quickly does he get in and out the box, and what sort of tyre is it for? It is for the mediums then. So DRS not enabled just yet.
Oh, Lapio Finn, we've cursed him.
Oh dear.
Tiger Gamer's in the box then, followed by CTX, followed by Jollo Master, followed by Darth Grey Fox. They're all in. But Viking Beast and Bawley have stayed out.
Tiger Gamer.
Yeah.
What compound of tyres he gone for? Mediums as well. Great choice from
great
the
choice,
pit.
great
He's
choice.
He's in and out of the box.
Hey, now Jimmy Dog's got them softs on. He's going to be able to reel in that 1:48 gap.
We haven't even mentioned that he's out there on softs, you know. We completely just went off him.
I mean, he is a lap and a half down. Anyway, then, Tiger Gamer out the box. He's on freezing cold tyres. And his CTX going to try and capitalise on the cold tyres of the McLaren driver.
Yeah. Hopefully. But CTX we know has got a bit more pace than Tiger Gamer in normal conditions. But Tiger Gamer, as we know, is proving a difficult foe to pass for the rest of the drivers here. So
he's got a double overtake in the locker as well.
He has. So we'll see how hard he defends this one. Tornado then.
Tornado then.
Time. They're racking them up here, these time penalties.
On the entrance to the pits, he got that as well.
Well, that sounds like him, to be fair.
Oh, Ruddy Judds has jumped Yorkie.
He has.
Ruddy Judds is on the podium.
Yep, and that podium then for Rod McJudder at the moment then. And I wonder how close they're going to be to the top three here. Viking Beast in, Bawley in, Tornado in as well, as we've just seen. I think he might. So
Piggle's come out. Where's Piggle going to be in terms of Tornado? By the time Tornado loses
got
it.
Very sketchy off turn 2 then. DRS now enabled. That pulls Nigel Piggle within that 1 second as well. So now, can he keep that gap? It looks like we have a massive fight on here for the win. Nigel Piggle, though, a bit out of sorts. Throwing it all over the back of the Williams at the moment then.
The DRS enabled.
This is great racing. DRS is enabled. Yellow flag out for a Mercedes of Gopher, I think that is, through the final sector. And Nigel Piggle then, with a lot less battery, that's really going to hinder him in trying to get past Rud McJudder. No!
Ruddy Judds. I think he's going to get overtaken by Yorkie this lap. Although Ruddy Judds does have a bit more battery to work with, so if he deploys a bit of that battery, he can maybe hold this position. As Jimmy Dog sets the fastest lap in a race. Come on, the boy. Yorkie then's going to have a look up the inside on Ruddy Judds. Ruddy Judds is going to leave the door open, and he's going to let the Alpine driver through then into P3, and he's going to maybe look to hang on to the back of the Alpine and hopefully pull himself up to the leaders, because they've now dropped 7 seconds. And that's really catastrophic for their race. because it now means it is a 2-horse race at the front.
Yorkie can keep it clean though, and not get any penalties himself. He's got 6 seconds over Nigel Piggle, so he can get that gap down. You know, Yorkie's quick, and I imagine while these two are squabbling out as front as well, that's only going to help Yorkie now. And there is still 10 laps to go here as he sets the fastest lap of the race, taking it away from Jimmy Dog. Big shame for the Dogmeister down in P15, but you know, we know Yorkie's got pace, and now he'll try and close up then to the front, to further down the field then. What have we got going on? Jollo Master and CTX behind the Tiger Gamer now. And looking to get past him, and the Lapio Finn looking to get a move on. Go for their side-by-side through the right-handers. And Lapio Finn being very cautious there on the throttle. And now we'll look to get a move with the switchback. Great move from the Lapio Finn. Gets the job done up the inside of Go for them up to P12.
Yeah, so it looks like Ruddy Judds is sticking onto the back of Yorkie quite nicely. And CTX has now managed to bridge the gap to the GOAT, albeit he's had to burn pretty much all of his battery to make it there. But he is now in the DRS, and Tiger Gamer is weaving to the left to break the slipstream.
Love that from Tiger Gamer. He's got his own screwed on. He knows what he's doing. He wants these points today, and he's on for them.
He's like defensive Perez in his prime.
Doing a solid job, to be fair, for McLaren here. He's doing really good. Back out in front, Tornado's got the gap up to Nigel Piggle, then over a second now, so Nigel Piggle will not be getting that DRS down this straight, and he's used all of his battery now, Nigel Piggle as well, running on complete empty into turn 1. That might allow Yorkie to get within that 6 seconds that he needs to, but he's got Rudd McJudder still right behind him, looking to make a move. Yellow flag out then. Is that Jimmy Dog?
Guess who it's for?
Jimmy Dog
now the leaders are
might
coming up to him
interfere
again.
With the again.
Oh, Darth Grey Fox has had a spin out the penultimate corner. Granted, he was not close to anyone on circuit, so he's not going to lose any positions. But CTX now a 10th behind Tiger Gamer. It's all going to get spicy once again in the first sector.
Yeah, CTX just is unable to get past, which is bizarre, really, considering you would expect CTX to have so much more pace than Tiger Gamer.
Yeah, he's struggling obviously with the battery. I know on this game it is really difficult to make overtakes work when you don't have the battery. But it looks like CTX might even have a look into this left-hander as... Oh my...
Oh!
Yeah,
Oh dear. Oh dear. And that brings out the safety car. Oh dear. Oh dear.
CTX, I'm so sorry.
It's not great for Tiger Gamer. I tell you one person who would have enjoyed seeing that, our steward-in-chief. There's Yorkie into the pits and for soft tyres. I don't know why the graphics didn't tell me that. I think Belente's coming too. Has everyone? Has it not? I don't know. It didn't pop up for some reason. Nigel Piggle's been in for the soft tyres and down to P5. 8 laps to go till the end of this race now. Yeah, we'll oh, the Lapio Finn. Oh dear, Gets a drive-through penalty for speeding under the safety car. Then Rudd McJudder gets a 3-second time penalty under the safety car for corner cutting. This is going well.
So Nigel Piggle then has come into the box for softs. Yorkie is in the box for softs. The safety car is out, so they are going to get onto the back of the pack. So Yorkie has got a serious I don't know what's happened to Borley.
I think Viking Beast has passed him.
These guys need to sort out what they're doing.
Nigel Piggles definitely passed them both under safety car. Nigel Piggle
what
was
is
50s
happening
now.
here?
He's now. Oh dear.
Oh boys.
We'll turn this off the stream for a second. We'll see what's going on with Yorkie there. Oh, Yorkie's joining them. Great.
They're yet to decide who's...
What? Okay, so Nigel Piggle was P5 up to P3. With 2 overtakes under the safety car. Viking Beast has passed Bawley. Bawley down to 5th. I think Bawley had a moment. I was like, oh dear.
I'll tell you
Oh
what,
dear.
all this messing about could mean that the top 2 could potentially come into the box.
Yeah,
No, I don't think they're going to have the time. Looks like they're going to stay out then. Or maybe not. Viking Beast has had a look at the pits, I think. Oh no, it's not. It's Jimmy Dog.
no, Viking Beast is in.
Oh, he is in. Oh, and he's going to
Viking
double
Beast-
stack with his teammate.
oh no. Oh dear. This is
This is a strategic nightmare, I think, from Viking Beast.
He is double stacking.
Yeah,
But he
Tiger.
won't
He's going to
lose.
get jumped. He's going to get jumped by Tiger Gamer, who I can imagine is more than likely going to get disqualified from this race. But nonetheless,
I don't think he will.
Jimmy Dog's
I
on the
wouldn't disqualify
wets.
him. Viking Beast on the hards.
Jimmy Dog, if you're listening to the stream, mate, come back into the pits and retire. You're clearly not taking this serious now, lad.
Less than ideal for the Jimmy Dog. On the wet tyres. Let's turn that tyre graphic off for a second, shall we? Go to the penalties. Oh Jesus! Okay, let's turn those penalties off, shall we? Just look at the look at the stops. Look at that. Oh yeah, so Lapio Finn. I think he's trying to serve his drive-through. It doesn't work like that, unfortunately. You're going to be changing tyres. 5 stops for... Oh, okay, let's turn that graphic off. Position change! There we go then. Red McJudder up 9 to P2. Great race from him so far, but now on mediums, while the rest of the field all on softs. Nigel Piggle made up 1 place, P3. Bawley P4 up 6. Valente P6 up 6 from 12. One of the biggest rises this race, Tiger Gamer, up 8 places to 8th. He's done a great job at making his way through the field, I guess. And that's that, really. I think we're going to get another safety car lap. So, is there any interesting stories you've got for us, Revengezilla? I don't think it's much to talk about.
Am I being dumb, or is it gone from lap 20 down to lap 19?
It's lap 22 on my screen.
Well, it's lap 19 on
We're
mine.
losing laps.
It's lap 19 on my screen, mate.
Right. Right.
And they've come over the line and the lap hasn't changed.
It's now lap 23 for me. So it's working on the mainstream, which is great. It's fantastic. Jimmy Dog does retire. I think...
Viking Beast is in for a new front wing as well.
Oh dear. He was on the hards though, to be fair, so he probably should have pitted for the softs. I think Jimmy Dog, the strategy didn't work for him today. But shout out to Yorkie then.
Penalty
One of the 2
free.
drivers in the field that doesn't have a penalty, yeah. Him and Gopher.
Let's have a little look then. So it looks like he's got 2 warnings on lap 1, which I assume are for collisions. He's got 1 warning on lap 2, and nothing since.
He could really gain from this, so the drivers ahead of him, 6 seconds, 11 for Nigel Piggle. Tornado with 3 seconds then. So, yeah. Really make up some places here.
Unfortunately, Tiger... I'm not sure if Tiger Gamer is aware, but he has just been removed from TTL.
No. Why are we doing that mid-race? CJ, why? Why are we doing that?
If he sees that, this could end in tears.
Why? Why has he done that? Oh, God, now everyone needs to drive absolutely nowhere near that McLaren. Safety car in this lap. Oh dear, TJ. What have you done? You've basically put a ticking time bomb into the race now. Oh dear, dear, dear. Anyway, hopefully he's not. Let's not mention that. Let's not mention it.
Ashdown saying, I'm glad you put me in Division 1, otherwise me and Tiger Gamer would have some issues. Imagine getting roughed up by the Ashdown.
Tornado's going to lead us away for a safety car restart on the medium tyres then. With his teammate behind him, both Williams staying out 1 and 2 at the moment. I doubt they'll hold on to that. But my pick here of the win with 5 laps to go has got to be LWS Yorkie on the soft tyres then. Looking to take advantage of them and the penalties. And Tornado's got a great restart then. We didn't see many overtakes into turn 1 on the last safety car restart. But will we see any this time? No, we don't. It's a big shame.
Oh, Locker's had a look at Tiger Gamer, and Tiger Gamer has swiped on the corner exit. Oh.
Tiger Gamer then. Currently on for points at the moment. Will we see Merlot down the throat of Revenge Zilla? As Nigel Piggle gets another 3-second time penalty, taking his total to 14 though. But one man on a mission is LWS Yorkie then, all over the back of Bally at the moment in P5 then. And can he get the move done? No, he can't, of course. And I will say it now, no DRS for the first 2 laps, of course, after the safety car then. But will he need the DRS with that tyre advantage? Using plenty of that battery to go alongside the Mercedes and up the inside and into 4th place. And just ahead of him, Nigel Piggle looking to make a move on Rudd McJudder for P2, perhaps thinking cleverly about that one. Doesn't need to fight it because, of course, Nigel Piggle has got 8 seconds more penalties than him at the moment.
Yeah, as Tiger Gamer gets another penalty, he had a look at the inside then of Jollo Master into the left-hander, but Jollo Master just manages to keep the position. Tiger Gamer's going to hang out the inside. It's all getting a bit too close for comfort as he just tries to turn into the corner when there's a car on his inside. And he's into the box.
That's not great. What's he doing there then? Why has he done that?
Too sure. Front wing change?
Oh well.
No. No, it's a tactical stop off his 2-lap-old softs. Anyway then, up in front, it looks like Viking Beast has got the move done on Gopher, and he's up into P9. Gopher is without a penalty currently though, so he will not likely hold that position. But nonetheless, a great move from Viking Beast, and Tornado's out.
Oh, Tornado's out!
Who's collected him? It's Locker. Is it Locker? What?
I don't really know. He was running his own race out in front. I'm trying to go on board with Tiger Game and see where he is. Oh, he looks like he's lost it. He just completely lost it. Oh. He was about a second and a half ahead of Nigel Piggle. No challenge at all. There's no safety car, no virtual safety car for that car. So they carry on. And now what that means then is the LWS Yorkie is in prime position here to take his maiden win and the maiden Division 2 win in TTL in what has been an interesting stream and race, it should be said. But as Nigel Piggle's rounding it backwards on the right-handers, stays out the way of the drivers. Thankfully.
What is happening?
He's got no front wing though.
What is happening?
He's hit the Lapio fin.
Oh, the virtual safety car's out then.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there for Nigel Piggle. He's picked up a 5-second penalty as well. I think he went round and Lapio fin went into him, giving him front wing damage because he didn't hit the wall. But I think... Oh dear.
Oh, Nigel Piggle has crashed it on the pit exit then. It's not even in the pits.
Fantastic.
He's crashed on the pit exit.
Fantastic. So yeah, 2.5 laps to go. I think a lot of drivers will be glad to see the back of this one. An interesting race, but two drivers actually, who are going to make the most out of it as Yorkie then looks to get the move done on Belente then. after the virtual safety card up to third place on track now. Then Gopher as well, penalty free at the moment in P6, will look to try and get ahead of both Viking Beast and Valente when they serve those penalties, and so it's far from over here at the USA Grand Prix here, round 1 of Division 2. Yorkie now looking to make a move on Bally then for P2. Now this is the closest fight on circuit at the moment. On track anyway, it will be sorted out on the timing screens afterwards, but the front 4 here very close together on track as it stands. The Lapio Finn hasn't served that drive-through yet either, so that's less than ideal for the Lapio Finn.
Bit of drama going, bit of drama going down in the Discord. We'll fill you guys in later on. But are we on lap 27? Is that correct on my screen?
We are on lap 27.
Okay, lovely then. So it looks like, barring any massive mistakes, Yorkie is going to be the favourite to win this race. But it's going to be a case of who can manage to get on the podium based off penalties. Ruddy Judds has got some work to do at the front to extend that gap. He does have 6 seconds of penalties.
Yeah, there is drama going off, isn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah, anyway, we've got a lap and a half to go here. And, well, we've had some interesting racing tonight. And LWS Yorkie looks set to take the win on the timing screens once those penalties are played out. Can go for them. Get within the gap, perhaps with the P2. Let's have a look at the gap then. From these 5 seconds, 4.5 seconds back from the leader, 6 seconds and 3 seconds penalties ahead of him. So he's on for P2 at the moment if he can keep it out of the penalties till the end and keep close enough to Valente and Viking Beast ahead of him at the moment. The Lapio Finn, has he served his drive-through? I think he's now served his drive-through.
Oh, Ruddy Judds has dropped it.
Oh dear, Rud McJudder on the penultimate lap then goes around. Unfortunately for him, drops out then of the lead of the race. He's got very hot rear tyres as well. And he's dropped down to 6th place. He'll still get that 6th place if he manages to not spin again. But onto the final lap now with Bally then, with Yorkie just behind him on road at the moment. Viking Beast is all over the back of Valente. This one is for position. Both drivers with a 3-second time penalty then. So whoever finishes ahead on track will finish ahead of the other. And Viking Beast then all over the back of Valente. This is probably the most worthwhile fight on circuit at the moment. Yorkie is very close to the back of Bally now. They're looking to make those soft tyres work. But he doesn't need to pass Bally, of course, to get the win today. But Viking Beast then looking to make a move on Valente, who is struggling for battery. And Viking Beast trying to cut the inside. Good driving from the pair of them. No contact there. Viking Beast does back out.
Beast.
Viking Beast then gets the move done on Valente. I think that was inevitable for Valente, unfortunately, with his battery levels.
For a podium here.
Viking Beach. Yeah, I did say that about... He's on for P2.
How on earth has he swindled this?
He's kept out the penalties and had a very clean drive, and somehow looks like he's about to pick up P2 then. But as Bally comes through the final sector then, leading on track at least, he will take the win on the road, but the penalties will give the first win of the Division 2 season to LWS Yorkie then.
What a drive.
Stellar drive from the Alpine driver. Viking Beast goes into second momentarily, but it is Gopher then who gets that P2. And Viking Beast passing Valente on that last lap gets him a podium in Division 2. Great drive from him in his first race in TTL. Valente then gets P4. He'll be a little bit disappointed not to be on the podium, but still glad to be up in that position. And Bally then misses out by 1,000th of a second on P4 then. He's P5. Rod McJudder we saw spin on the penultimate lap, gets P6. Jollo Master in P7. RSF1 Locker gets points on his TTL debut in P8. The Lapio Finn will also get points despite his misdemeanors and drive-through penalties in this race. And rounding off the points, a Darth Grey Fox. Tiger Gamer does not get a point.
Hallelujah.
So, big shame. Big shame. We will not see, unfortunately, Merlot down the throat of Revengezilla today.
Thank the
As
Lord.
we get ready for the podium. Drivers coming out then. It was the Alpine driver of LWS Yorkie who gets the win today. Great drive from him, as you said, Revengezilla. We'll get on to who you think your co-commentator's driver of the day is in a moment. But what a drive from LWS Yorkie anyway.
Yeah, really showed why it's important to keep the penalties low then. As, you know, the 3 drivers that remained penalty-free made up positions because of it. And, you know, the 2 drivers without a penalty managed to get a 1-2 in the end. Desperately unlucky from the likes of Rod McJudder then. You know, dropping it with a lap to go really cost himself quite a few points today, but it meant that, you know, he got Gopher up there making the most of other people's accidents and being penalty free, and he gets a podium from P13 on the grid and will take driver of the day for gaining 11 positions, 4 pit stops and no penalties. And yeah, that Mercedes driver that will take driver of the day.
Yeah, great drive from Gopher, as you said, from P13 to P2 then, and gets on the podium. We've been through the top 10, but as you can see, there is the bottom 9, and Tiger Gamer riding off the last of the finishers. Nigel Piggle, Tornado, we saw that accident in the opening part, led pretty much from start to finish.
Can I just interrupt, Bidley? I don't know if you noticed, but from the penalties, Borley missed out on P4 by 1,000th of a second.
Yeah, I've already said that, but we can say it again because it was the 1,000th of a second.
Bidley, I don't know if you've noticed, mate, but Borley has missed out on P4 by 1,000th. That is ridiculous, mate.
I don't think we've mentioned that actually, so thanks for bringing that up.
If someone in the chat wants to let Bidley know that Borley missed out by 1,000, then that would be greatly appreciated.
Oh dear, dear, dear. Yeah, as that's all we've got time for. Unfortunately, we can't round the stream off as we usually would by giving you a little preview of what's coming up, because the stream hasn't gone to plan tonight. Let's be honest, it's not been the best stream. But normal service will resume next week. Apologies for anyone who might want to watch that race back. I know Yorkie watches the races back, and he'll probably want to watch his win back, but unfortunately, yeah, it hasn't been the best stream from us. So we will look to get that resolved. Obviously, new league, new problems. So we'll, yeah, as I said, get that sorted for next week. Did I hear you say you give Gopher your driver of the day, or was that just the one in game?
I will give Gopher driver of the day.
Yeah, there we go, Gopher. So you can sleep tight now and happy in the knowledge that Zilla's got to give you that driver of the day. But yeah, that's all we've got time for. We'll be back next week with round 2, of course, around Canada. So the Division 1 gets us on the way on Monday at 8 PM UK time, and Tuesday the Division 2 will be back at the same time around the same circuit. But thanks for joining me, Revengezilla, even though it has been a bit bodged tonight. So yeah, but you've provided some fantastic entertainment. I hope you find some nice pictures of your house on Rightmove.
Yeah, well, I don't think we'll be putting an offer in for the 131 picture house.
Yep. Well, you know what? Next Tuesday, if you're on co-commentary, I'll try and make it my.
I'll find the link for you. I'll find the link.
I'll get 131 pictures of a house on the side of the stream, and everyone can decide whether he buys it or not. There you go. But yeah. Well, until then, until next week, take care, and we will see you then.